Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my out-of-box review for the HG Build Fighters Lunagazer Gundam. So first off, as always, thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit to share with you guys. The link is down below. If you guys are living in Australia, do check out their shop. And I gotta say, you guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, you may have known that this was a kit that I was not particularly looking forward to. I didn't really have high hopes for this kit based on everything we were seeing about this kit before it was released. And I was kind of basically at the point where I thought it looks like it could be a kind of interesting design, a kind of cool design that has potential, but I don't really like what I'm seeing of it so far, just in terms of how it's going to look straight out of the box. And after I've built the kit, I can say, unfortunately, I was completely correct, is that I don't really like this kit too much out of box, just how it is as you're seeing it now. But I think it's a really cool design that definitely has potential. Once you get some paint on there, it's going to be looking much, much better. So I'm definitely looking forward to painting this kit. As you may notice, here I've gone half and half with the stickers. So this comes with a full set of stickers in black, and then a full set of stickers in that kind of shiny gold. Here's the black ones, so you can see I've used half of those. And interesting about the eyes, we had eye stickers. One is just like with eyes like that, and the other one is just a plain black, like plain black visor. I went with that black one because I want to keep this one with the eyes, because I think when I actually get around to painting the kit, I might actually use that sticker. Now, some people don't ever use stickers, and even on, I never use these foil stickers on painted kits, and some people even just throw them out straight away. So if you're the kind of person who just throws away your stickers straight away, you might want to wait on this kit, because like with the Hyakushiki Revive kit, this kit doesn't actually have molded details for eyes. So if you want to just paint the eyes, there's no actual molded detail to do that. You'd have to just, I don't know how you would want to go about doing that. You could make a mask or something. I guess wouldn't be that complicated, but you may want to just end up using these, which is what I'll probably end up doing possibly whenever I get around to painting this. So I'm keeping this. Anyway, so use half of the black lining stickers and then half of these gold, kind of shiny gold rainbow ones here. I figured that was just the best way to give you guys a look at both without me having to put all the black ones on and then take all those off and then put all the shiny ones on to be able to show you guys both. I figured I'd just do half and half. That way you guys can have a look at what this is going to look like with either of these sticker sets that you're going to use. I like the black stickers because it provides some cool contrast. It gives us that really thick black lining. Helps to break up the white space a lot, and I think that's good, again, just from the contrast point of view. But of course the shiny gold does look really, really cool as well for that Vulture Lumiere system. Really butchering the pronunciation of that, I'm sure. But anyway, that system from the Stargazer Gundam that is carried over into this. So again, if you saw the unboxing, a lot of this is actually just the Hyakushiki Revive kit, and then we just have some new parts that are like the new head, and parts of the arms are like very similar to the Stargazer Gundam. And I guess like the front skirts as well, similar to the Stargazer Gundam, but this is definitely much more Hyakushiki than it is Stargazer, but it definitely is a pretty good mix of the both of them, I think, so it's pretty cool. You do get a lot of leftover parts from the Hyakushiki, and that's cool. So one of the things that is worth mentioning is that you get the full clay bazooka. So here that is, it's just 3 parts, and you'll notice I haven't taken off the nubs on this yet, just clipped it off just to show you guys. It's just 3 parts, just the 2 halves and then the 1 piece for the handle, so that's it. We have all the parts to make this in this kit, so it's not really supposed to be with this kit, but you do have it. You can give this, if you have the Revive Hyakushiki, you can give it to that, and then your Revive Hyakushiki can have 2 bazookas, or give this to whatever kit you want, so that's just nice to have. Another notable thing that we have left over from the Hyakushiki kit is we have a full Hyakushiki head. So if you wanted, if you don't like the head of this kit, which I kind of particularly don't, you could give it just the regular Hyakushiki head if you want. It's definitely looking very, very plain, just all in white like this, but with some paint it could definitely look pretty cool. So then that's if there are other extra parts that you get with this, but those are just some of the more notable ones. While I've got the kit here, let's go ahead and get into some of the articulation. Speaking of the eye sticker there, you can see, so I've just used just that black visor sticker there for the eyes. There's also a little green sticker there for the camera on the front of the head. On the back of the head, I'll just go ahead and twist that off. There's nothing on the back of the head. Here, we do have a separate piece, like a black piece. It's not a polycap, just a regular piece for the neck, so that will give us a little bit better articulation. So this kit looks up very nicely. That's good. Down, no problems there. In the shoulders here, the shoulders will come. I just want to take that off so I can show you guys. This is another one where the shoulder joint is just molded in with the shoulder armor, unfortunately. So just want to show that to you guys. The ball joint, that polycap will swing forward a little bit, so you've got some nice movement there forward. It'll go up. We have this separate flap there on the side with this nice gray piece in there for the vent, which is nice. So that will allow your arm to go up really only about to there, so about 90 degrees, not a whole lot. Then of course in the arm here we can twist at the top, double joint for the elbow, and you can see that kind of arm guard inspired by the Stargazer Gundam there on the side. Wrist is just on ball joints. Again, nice color separation here. We have these separate parts there for those like tubing in the arm, and these little triangles here on the front of the shoulder. That's a separate part if you remember from the Hyakushiki. Here on the chest, we have green stickers here for these cameras. I guess those are cameras underneath the chest there. Separate yellow parts there on the side. So all in all, like good color separation going on here. That's nice. Should also point out that there were safety nubs on the end of the V-fin here. I cut those and sanded the V-fins sharp. Anyway, in the stomach, we have a nice stomach crunch forward to there. Back, not really back at all, but can go forward a bit, so that's nice. Side to side, kind of a little bit, but not really too much. In the front skirts there, those are joined, but you can just clip those apart to separate them. Just nice color separation here. You got the red and the gray piece underneath on the crotch. And then, again, nice little vent piece here on the side skirts as well. Side skirts aren't going to move up all that much, and I don't really care too much for the side skirts of this. Oh, I should mention this now because this is something that is kind of relevant to what I wanted to say about these side skirts. If you're wondering if you can build the full Hyakushiki Revive kit with this, you cannot. There are a lot of leftover pieces, but there are not enough leftover pieces that you can actually build the full kit. One of the pieces that is missing that I wish was included with this kit is the just regular side skirt armor of the Hyakushiki. The unfortunate thing is about that is if that was included, then you don't have this kind of molded detail for this lining there on the side. But I just don't like how long this is. Easy fix is just going to be just cutting that off, and that should be not a problem to just cut off this like long extended part. I just don't really like that too much personally, so I'll probably just cut that off. There on the back, we do have the beam saber handles here attached onto the back skirts, but we don't actually have any beam saber effect parts, unfortunately, so those aren't really going to do much unless you have some leftover beam saber effect parts from a different kit. Here on the backpack, this main part of the backpack is exactly the same, but here on the top, instead of like on the Hyakushiki, it's like power hoses, cables on the top. Those are just replaced with these wings here. And on the side, obviously, the binders of the Hyakushiki are replaced with these wings. These are on this arm that will extend out and move that around, and then this part can also turn here, and then this wing can fold out like that. So this is one part that's actually from the Hyakushiki's binder. The rest of this this whole system thing here is all new. So there is a little bit of a gimmick, I guess, like kind of transformation thing you're supposed to do with the backpack. I'll come back to that. Just getting down here to the legs, you can see this hip joint is the kind that will swing back and forth, left to right. Not really too much, and it's not really going to do a whole lot, really, to be honest, but it can do that there. The legs are just going to move as normal, just rotating at the top. Nice double joint here in the knee, giving you a really nice full bend there. Some really cool detail here and in the back of the leg with that hose there. Ankles are going to have no problem there, as it doesn't really have any ankle armor, so we're going to be able to bend those to the side. Plenty far enough, I would say. And to the side, down like that, and forward. If you're not a fan of this foot design, you do have the parts to make the regular Hyakushiki foot. If I remember correctly, all of those parts are included. So overall, the articulation is nice. It's just basically all the articulation of the Revive Hyakushiki kit, which is a fantastic kit, so no problems with that articulation. Anyway, let's move on to the rest of the accessories. One notable accessory here is you get this little smiley happy face piece. This again is just a part for a backpack adapter. If you want to take off the backpack of this, you can put on the backpack of the original HG Stargazer Gundam and then use that ring backpack with this if you want. I like the Stargazer backpack on the Stargazer Gundam. I've seen photos of it attached onto this, and it's just too big and bulky. It just doesn't match the design. The main part of it, the ring looks cool, but the main backpack part of it doesn't look good with this kit, if you ask me. So anyway, aside from the closed fists, which we have on the kit, so it's nice that we have the inclusion of that, closed fists, then we do also have a set of holding hands, so no open hands, unfortunately, but just regular open hand, or sorry, just regular holding hands here. And then for our weapon for this kit, this is all we have, just this beam rifle. It's the same as the Hyakushiki's beam rifle, but the tip, this part is just different. We just have that white piece. I don't really like the look of that white piece. It looks kind of stupid, to be honest. But again, just painting that will help a lot. Or if you want to just use the regular tip of the regular Hyakushiki's beam rifle, that part is included, so you can use that if you want. This is gonna fit in the hand as normal. Okay, so since I'm talking so much about it, I might as well compare it with the HG Revive Hyakushiki here. So there you can see it. Obviously, it's the gold one. And the two of them are going to be looking very, very similar. And I think definitely if you wanted to actually paint them in a kind of matching color scheme, that's something that would definitely make them look even more related, almost like sort of sister units, I guess, in a way. I don't know. You could do some really cool stuff with having the two of these together, and you can definitely pull off some pretty cool poses with the two of them together like that, just because of they're both really fantastically articulated kits. One more thing is, if you do have the Revive Hyakushiki kit, if you remember that kit actually comes with two Beam Saber effect parts, so if you really don't want to use both of those Beam Saber effect parts for your Hyakushiki, then you can give one of them to the Lunagazer Gundam, and then your Lunagazer Gundam can actually have a Beam Saber effect part if you want. So something to keep in mind if you are going to have both of these kits. So here you can see that Voiture Lumiere system, I guess, in the form of rearranging that backpack. You just kind of lift up and kind of flip around those parts of the backpack to make this thing that sort of looks like the ring that was so cool about the backpack of the Stargazer Gundam. And this is going to bring me to my negatives for this kit, because that is just kind of stupid. It doesn't really look good. As you saw in the previous shot there with the Hyakushiki, one of the things that you can do with the backpack is fold it up to make it look like it's sort of like wings like that, like off to the side. And that's cool, that's fine. Or just the regular backpack just in its kind of just prone position. It looks fine. It's, it is what it is. But folding it up like this, I mean, if you like it, then that's cool. But I don't really think it looks that good, and it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. But as far as other negatives for the kit, there isn't really any seam lines on this kit, really too much, like, at all. So that's good. If you don't like doing seam line removal, or you just maybe are not really well experienced in that, you really don't have to worry about that too much with this kit. So that's a good thing, even on those parts on the backpack, which I thought would be if any place was going to have seam lines, I thought it would have been on there, and there's pretty much nothing. So don't really have to worry too much about that with this kit. The only other negative point that I can really say about this kit is just the fact that it doesn't really have a whole lot of options in terms of like its weapons. And so that also is going to limit your like posing for this kit. It has really nice articulation, but your only weapon is just that beam rifle. So if you like posing with the beam rifle, then you're fine. But if you wanted anything other than that, this is not really too much, unless, like I said, unless you have some beam effect parts left over from other kits that you can use the beam sabers as well. But that's pretty much going to be it in terms of the weapons, which is a little bit disappointing. One other quick thing to mention that I haven't talked about yet, but I did talk about this in the unboxing, is that white plastic is not normal white plastic. It's a little bit like extra high gloss white plastic there. It has a little bit of a kind of special look to it. So that's okay. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. Based on some of the photos we saw before the kit came out, I thought that was going to be like a really bad, like almost sort of like pearl kind of finish. And it's got a little bit of that pearl finish to it, but it's really not too bad, so it's not horrible. Definitely still standing by my belief though that it's going to look a lot better when it's painted. But just to wrap up, I do think that it's a really cool looking kit, and there are a lot of nice details on there. As I said before, the articulation is really, really nice. A lot of the new parts look really cool. The backpack is just kind of, it's okay. Those arm guards on the side of the arm are also not really too much to my particular taste. They're a little bit too, I know they're like pretty much taken almost directly from the Stargazer Gundam. They almost look really similar to the Destiny Gundam as well, and it's just not really to my personal taste, but you know, for the most part, this kit is looking pretty cool. And the one bad thing though about those stickers is that I've noticed already, not on the black ones seem to be sticking down just fine, but on the gold rainbow ones, if you are going to be using those, I have noticed the edges of some of them, you can see, like especially on that wing on the backpack, the edges of the stickers are starting to peel up already, and it's been less than a week since I put those on there. So do just maybe keep that in mind, that those stickers are going to be peeling up a little bit if you are planning on using those. If you're not, or if you're planning on painting, then obviously it's nothing you have to worry about. And if you are planning on using the black ones, those seem to be sticking down just fine, so just something to think about for you guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you do have any other questions or comments, you can leave those down below. One other thing I should also point out is that I think this kit has really nice color separation, nice part separation between the parts, but most of that's all just taken over from the Hakushiki kit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.